Welcome to the League of Know-It-Alls Weekly Recap with your host, Team Commissioner.
Guys, welcome to week 11. I'm not quite where I thought I'd be this year. Not gonna lie. I poured my heart and soul into this league. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this is probably gonna be the second to last video. I might do a recap video at the very end. We also need to agree upon a day or a date. I know Super Bowl, I would like to. It's very difficult, I feel like, because everyone has their own plans or hanging out with friends, and I get that. I respect that. Let me know. I'm probably going to put a poll out and see when people really want to have it. You got to give me a little bit of time because I got to get the plates engraved and stuff like that for our champ. And I got to put together the penis trophy. Hopefully it's not mine this year. Anyway, that being said, let's get to it. Come on. We've all wanted to do this at least once. Kirk Cousins just had the gall to fucking do it. And to that, I say to you, sir. And yes, I am drinking eggnog. I don't think it's too early. I also think it's not too early to drink either. I got off work super early, so I took a nap. This is my first drink so far. It probably won't be my last. Anyway, moving on. Do you remember back in the day whenever you used to be able to hit a quarterback and not have to worry about getting penalized for it? One of those blindsided, you're about to get your ass laid the fuck out. That's kind of how I felt about this next one. Man, I know that hurt. That's a pretty good Twitter picture, man. You can't lie. That's hilarious. And last but not least, this would not be a fantasy football clip if I did not have some stupid thing about Blake Bortles this week. I mean, this guy is literally it makes it way too easy. Literally, I don't think there is any other way to throw an impossible pick. And that dude needs to go buy a damn lottery ticket. All right, because there is just no, after last week's crazy, remember that interception I showed you where he screen pass and kicked it right off his foot, right to the lineman? He did us one better. I didn't think it could be any more impossible, but he proves me wrong. I mean, this is literally impossible. I still can't believe it. I don't see how this happens. I'm still taking. All right, enough of the news. On to our weekly recap. I guess after the fact, I'll kind of start rolling through. We already know who's in the playoffs, but a little surprise ending on the backside of this league. So we are going to get started. And to start things off, we have Mr. Gino Punchline versus Good Luck Chuck. Guess what? I'm not the donkey this week. In fact, I won.
Say what? Say what? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Say what?
All right, enough of that foolishness. One of the best movies, by the way. One of my favorites. I can pretty much quote Pulp Fiction. One of the best. So, let's see Justin's winning lineup. I got Mr. Dak Prescott for 28 points. Julian Edelman finally decided to get off his fucking ass and get me 18 points. Travis Kelce, Mr. Tight End himself, 16 points. Dante Moncrief, 11. And the Vikings defense whooped Arizona's ass with 22 points. The only big player for him was Aaron Rodgers for 32 freaking points. That's ridiculous. But everything else was around the 9 to 11 point range. Not really, really great. I did have Rashad Jennings sitting on my bench for an additional 21 points. So if I took out Darren Sproles and put him in, that's another 18 points. And I'm scoring 130 points this week. What? But we'll see if that trend continues next week. So moving on, we have All Hail KBD versus Ballbuster. And we have Mr. KBD with Le'Veon Bell getting him 33 points. Lamar Miller, 21. You're welcome. Jordy Nelson for 10. I got Ballbuster has 12 points for Cam Newton. Mike Evans got you 16. Eric Ebron, 14. Golden Tate sucked a Tate this week at 1 point for you. The rest of them are about 9 points. Your running backs are really, really weak. And you have no bench. I mean, you have Jeremy Hill, Zach Ertz, Michael Floyd, Broncos, Justin Tucker, Isaiah Crowell, and Hunter Henry. That is a desolate bench, if I don't say so myself. He has Matt Forte on his bench also, holding on to Travis Benjamin until the end of the year. And Brandon Marshall's on a bye. So, have fun with that dude. I hate that motherfucker. That's why I traded his ass to you. Because no one cares. All right. Up next, we have Philadelphia Bison versus... That's right. It's the guy who hasn't changed his name all year, Mr. Team Webster. It was really close between you and Lucky Strike this week for that award, but you eked it out. I mean, it's within like 0.3 points. So, Mr. Philadelphia Bison, Tom Brady got you 28 points. Let's see where we went wrong. Michael Crabtree, 2 points. Martellus Bennett got you 1.9 points. Oof. Let's see. You still got Ryan Matthews on your bench, which is kind of interesting. And then you have Marvin Jones that got you 2 points. I wonder who scored any points in Detroit, because the Golden Tate didn't score any points, and Marvin Jones didn't score any points. Eric Ebron? I don't know. Must have. Moving on to Team Webster's team. Derek Carr, 21 points. Jay Stu, 10. Robert Kelly, 34 points for Robert Kelly, man. Redonkulous. That dude's one of those that are going to take you through the playoffs and just whip everyone's ass, much like David Johnson did last year. Amari Cooper, 13. I think the other one was Tim Hightower. That was another guy a lot of people had. Jimmy Graham, 12 points. Doug Baldwin, 20 burger in your flex. That's awesome, man. And you had James Starks sitting on your bench for 15, man. I mean, he's getting a pretty strong team coming to the playoffs, man. It might be we'll see how that goes, man. I don't know who's going to win this year. It's going to be close for a lot of people. So next up, we have I wasn't the only one that won this past week, that sucking dick. Mr. Hulk Hogan did as well, unfortunately, which sucks. Let's see. You had Hulk Hogan go for 104 points versus Murder Boner's 80 points. Where do we begin here? Let's see. Hulk Hogan had 12 points for Blake Bortles. LeGarrette Blount, 15. Speaking of Tim Hightower, 16 points. T.Y. Hilton, 18. Terrell Pryor, 12. C.J. Prosise, 15 points. Steve Smith on his bench, he got him 19 points, and he had Tajay Sharp go for 14. I feel like Hulk Hogan's team is probably most improved this year if we had an award for that, but we don't, so you still suck. Marcus Mariota, 22 points for Murder Boners. DeMarco Murray, 15. Duke Johnson, 7. Alan Hearns, 1. Cameron Brate, 2.8. That's rough. It's kind of hard when you got Julio Jones on a bye, Alshon Jeffrey suspended, Demaryius Thomas on a bye. I mean, it's pretty rough there, but what are you going to do? You already made the playoffs, so it doesn't matter anyway. I wish you could have beat him this week because it would have just catapulted me up there. And I forgot to mention that Murder Boners was also That is right. She is the donkey of the week. So, not me. Not it. Last but not least, we have Mr. Gator Moskin versus Lucky Strike. Of course, Lucky Strike made that little mop up super easy. Lucky Strike, Kirk Cousins got you 30 points. Jordan Howard 10. Where did you go wrong? Willie Snead 5. Tyler Eifert 5. Ravens -2. While you had Todd Gurley sitting on your bench at 13 points, Cole Beasley sitting on your bench for 14 points, James White sitting on your bench for 15 points. All these people scored more than your starters. So you did it to yourself this week. And then over here at Lucky Strike, he's got David Johnson still blowing the fuck up for 34 fucking points. Jesus. Des Bryant, 23 points, finally showing up. His QB only got him 8. Ben only put up an 8-point game. I mean, literally, CJ Fedorowicz got more points than Ben this week. That's pretty sad, man. Andrew Luck got you more points than Ben Roethlisberger this week. Rashard Matthews got you 19 points on your bench. I'm still holding on to Gronk, I see. And Thomas Rawls is back and got you 10 points. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, man. And I believe that wraps up everything. So the big news of the league, things moving into place right before playoffs. Quick 2 things. One, Thursday, I'm going to make a post. Thursday, lineups lock for who you can choose from. So you're not necessarily locked, but what I'm saying is you want to choose keepers next year. It's got to be from your lineup that you have as of Thursday kickoff. So that's kind of how we do lineup locks. And then on top of that, we've got a 3-way tie now for last. Thank God. So now I might have a 33% chance of getting it instead of a 50-50. So whoever wins this game this week basically is not getting the Dick Trophy. As long as Gator Moskin loses and whoever wins in our league, not getting it. Thank God. So anyway, so that's the big news. We hope to have a great season. I'm going to try to get some things rolling on a party, figure something out. Maybe strippers and booze. I don't know. It's just a joke. But anyway, this is your King Commissioner signing out, and I've had a blast, guys.